Stress not only affects the chemical reactions in your brain, it affects the size and structure of it. It can even shrink the parts of your brain responsible for learning, memory, goal setting, strategizing, and more. Yes, you actually lose your mind when you're stressed. Our brains have been developing over millions of years and continue to do so. The oldest parts of the brain are what control Sneaky Pete, the caveman part of our brain. The newest are what control Lewis, or the advanced part of our brain. And that's one of the reasons why Pete is so much stronger. Let's break that down just a little bit more. Your brain can be thought of in three major parts. The first and oldest part is the reptilian portion, your lizard brain. And it's all about instinct and survival. And it's responsible for the 3 F's: fight, flight, and fornication. Its job is to take action. The second part is the limbic portion, otherwise known as our mammal brain. This was the next portion to evolve, and it's responsible for mood, emotions, behavior, motivation, and long-term memory. And this section helps us make quick decisions based off emotions. Its job is to feel. These two sections, the reptilian and the limbic, form our caveman brain, Sneaky Pete. Starting to understand why he's so powerful and stubborn? Why he could make us do things that we later regret? The third and newest part of the brain is the neocortex. This is where reasoning happens. It's also where language, sensory perception, motor commands, and spatial reasoning take place. It makes up our advanced brain, where Lewis lives. It's responsible for memory, judgment, goal setting, planning, and dividing attention. In short, it's the section that makes us smart social animals. It's also much weaker than the older parts of the brain. So remember, our caveman brain, Sneaky Pete, is powerful, and he's the default setting for our brains. So there's a give and take happening in our brains between Sneaky Pete and Lewis, especially during times of stress. But there are ways to adjust which part of the brain we have access to and when. And doing so can keep Pete and Lewis working in harmony.